Welcome back. Today we are working on the Jaws theme song, so you guys get to create sort of your own version using BandLab. So let's jump right in. Week 5 Monday, Jaws, that's the one that we want. We're going to open that up. Remember, you guys always click on Teacher's Assignment when that option comes up. So the first thing we need to add is that iconic da-dum, da-dum, that part. So we're going to add track and we're going to go to virtual instruments. So when we go to virtual instruments, even though it looks like a piano, we can actually turn it into any instrument that we want. When we click over here, it says Studio Grand. So its default setting is just a normal piano sound. But I can change it to whatever I want. As soon as I click on that, all of these instruments and all of these different options pop up. So if I want to turn it into a guitar, I've got lots of different options for my guitar. Maybe I want it to be acoustic. Or maybe I want a more electric feel. Overdriven is a good option. So we've got all these different options. For our Jaws theme, for our dum dum, it is traditionally played on a double bass. So I'm just going to search and see if we have a double bass. Great. So it would sound like this. I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to see what that sounds like. Okay, so this is a good start. The other thing that we know about the Jaws theme song is that the pitch is very low. So if I try and play here, it sounds too high. It doesn't sound like that low, menacing sound. So the way that we make it lower is by going over here where it says octave and pressing the minus sign. So if I play a note here, and then I press the minus sign and press the same button, it will actually play it for me at a lower pitch. So I'm going to go right down to that minimum option. This is starting to sound better. My next task is I'm going to go to these 3 dots here and click this button that says Show Pitch. So what that does is that it labels all the notes on the piano. Just like our real pianos that we have in the classroom, they have the letters written on them. So that's what that Show Pitch button does to help us out there. We're going to use E and F. Those are the 2 notes in the Jaws theme song. So it starts... And remember, it starts slow and it gets faster and faster. So your first step is just to have a little practice of that once you've got all your settings correct. So it was firstly to change your instrument to the double bass. Secondly, to change that octave down to 1, make sure it's got the low pitch. And then thirdly, to do the show pitch button. So that means that we're set up, ready to play our Jaws song. So just have a little practice. So then once you're feeling like you're ready to record, we can hit that red record button and we can play our Jaws theme song. So it might sound something a little bit like that. And we can see that once we finish our recording, those notes that we've played actually turn up on our screen. We can see da-dum, 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 da-dum. So it actually all shows up in dot form on our screen. That is our first step. So have a go at recording that melody and then come back and watch the next video.